I'm just outside the gate at my work, literally. Like, I was about to turn into my work. We got pulled over again. Luckily, I got all the receipts showing that I bought the parts, the ball's rolling to get the car fixed. This guy seems alright. He's just gonna run my tag, run my name, and we'll be out of here in like 10 seconds, I'm sure.
License status: suspended, wanted person, violence, armed and dangerous.
Good news and bad news, guys. So the good news is the 1 of 18 scale Hazzard County tribute, this guy, is in town now. The bad news is they dropped the shipping slip off at my house, and it says to pick it up tomorrow, by 1 p.m. the next day, which is tomorrow. So we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow, or we might not, because sometimes on my way home, I stop by there and the truck has already dropped off the packages for the next day. And she hooks me up. So I'm gonna see if we can still get it tonight. If not, it's not the end of the world, because we're gonna have the Norevs coming tomorrow, DHL, and we'll have this tomorrow if we don't get it today. But in the meantime, I got something to talk to you guys about today. And if this thing we do get this today, I'll just add it on to the end of the video. It'll be a longer video. Let's go take a cruise and talk. So this is a topic that will affect new collectors, and it also affects us older collectors too. And what I'm going to talk to you guys about is this. The Mattel Redline Club, aka Hot Wheels. I used to be a member of it, you guys know that. My first one that I ever got was one of these guys. I got to admit, I seen that black Charger and I said, how? Because I remember going into ODA the day that people were receiving them. Everybody's posting pictures of them, and I'm like, how is everybody getting this awesome Charger? And my friend David Paperno let me in on it. He said you buy a yearly membership and the cars that come out. And I thought about it for a while. I said, yeah, but what if I don't see any cars I like, or, you know. But it wasn't a super amount of money. And I said, you know what, I'll give it a try. Because after inquiring about the Charger, I had about 6 people in my inbox trying to, you know, gonna help me out with one for, you know, double the amount, like friggin', you know how it works, guys, right? They're not helping me. So my friend David helped me by telling me how to get one and cut out the middle guy. So that's what I started to do. But then as time went on, the quality started going downhill just in the time that I've been collecting them, guys. And when I got that Charger, they were numbered, okay? They had a little sticker on the back, they were numbered, and ever since I started collecting them, the numbers went up twice, okay? 2 different times. And then, they just kept making more and more and more of them. And I remember one release that I had a really bad taste in my mouth. I can't remember what one it was, but there was a lot of us ordering them, guys. After a day of us ordering them, they said the amount that they were doing, so we all said, oh, that's cool, a bunch of us ordered them. And then the next day, all of a sudden, the production number has gone up after a bunch of us have ordered it. And I thought, how can you do that? Like, you just made a deal with all of us, and then you just fire up the press like that. So ever since then, I've been keeping my eye, because I thought that was a little bit of a shady practice, right? So then, they really upped the number. It ended up being, if you got a numbered car, it was 30,000 or something like that. Like, and that is huge, guys. Like, it might not seem like a lot. That is not a limited edition, 30,000. I have action figures that I got from Walmart that are more limited, okay? So they started, and another thing that started happening is I had one car that I really wanted to get. I can't even remember which one it was, but it was one that caught my eye. I was about to order it. Oh, I think it was a Supra. I was about to order it. And then somebody points out, well, before you order it, buddy, you notice it's got no mirrors, right? No mirrors. Why, like, are they cheaping out like that now? Now, the story about that was they had no mirrors because they couldn't put Spectraflame paint on it with the mirrors, or there was a problem with the Spectraflame. But what I don't get is the guy that came out that we're going to talk about today, this guy has mirrors and it looks like it's got Spectraflame. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I tell new collectors and old collectors usually about the Redline Club. Their best days are behind them. You're no longer going to get stuff like this. And if you do, it's a re-release and there's going to be a gazillion of them. Like when those came out, they were limited numbers, guys. That Ecto and that DeLorean, you were getting something special. And they kind of did away with that. So basically what happens is a bunch of people order these RLC cars thinking they're getting something special. And then a lot of them, you can barely get what you paid for them. They don't take off. It's that production number thing, guys. If everybody has it or it's easy to get, the bang for the buck's not there, right? Have a little look while we're out having a chat while I'm on my lunch break. Not usually anything at this time, but there's a couple times I screwed over the Centennial Night Scalper at this time, so anytime's a good time. Garbage on the pegs. They got this new, I think it's Bigfoot 50th anniversary. The M2s and all that aren't really looking at. I guess they got some main lines last night or the night before. Nothing good here for figures. What? Ooh. Not noticed either. We'll take a couple of them Hondas. In fact, it's funny, JDM is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. JDM stuff. Yeah, so 2 for me, 2 for Justin, 1 for Giuliano if he wants it, and then 1 of mine might go to Gordon if he doesn't have it. And you know what I'm charging those guys? Retail. So a lot of people give me looks when I'm grabbing a bunch of stuff like that. I remember when I first started collecting, guys, I would post big lots of stuff like that. Like, well, that's not a big lot, but I would post a lot of the same cars like that. And I would have people, oh, well, that's why I can't find anything in the store, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, you realize I grab all this stuff to help people out for not profit, and if you ask me for some, I'll probably give you some, right? And that usually used to shut them up. Funny though, guys, so we're in there. I'll tell you that before we get into the RLC stuff. So we're in that place inside Wally. That reminds me, I gotta pull my heat shield off today, so it's not doing that. But this time of the day, there's not usually anything, okay? We walk over to the toys, and there's a guy in front of the M2s, looks kind of like Bubbles, I hate to say, but, and he's got a little basket on the shelf, like right on the shelf, and it's like he's blocking people, you know what I mean? He's looking at every single car, making sure like you can't get near them. I won't fight with these guys. I just go find something better if I can. I literally, while he's standing there blocking all the picked over M2s, I walked around the corner and found an end cap full of those Ultra Hots that was not even touched yet. And it's funny because at one point he notices I have a bunch of cars in my hands. And then he proceeds to, he's casually trying to follow me around to see what I have in my hand. Like, dum-da-dum-da-dum. Like, I'm over 4 aisles in the kids' dolls, you know what I mean? And he's over there looking at Barbie, pretending to look at Barbie. But yeah, just trying to see what I had in my hand, you know what I mean? There was another guy trying to do that too, and it's like, holy crow, guys. Like, you know what? If you guys could have 30 cars in your hand, I don't give a shit what you have. It's none of my business. You know what I mean? But I guess that's where the addiction comes into it. But yeah, that was a good score, and that was pretty funny karma. And then there was a little boy looking at it, and I think he had autism. He was there with his mother. He looked to be about 12 or 13. And I walked over and asked if there was any cars that he needed. And his mother said, oh, I think he's got the one he wants. I think he had a little Honda, actually. But his mother said, oh, thank you so much, but he's got everything. He's good. I said, awesome. But yeah, I would have hooked that kid up for sure, but don't hook up weirdos that block the toy aisles anyway. No weirdo there. So getting into this Redline Club stuff, guys. So I usually tell collectors to try to avoid it, okay? Try to avoid the Redline Club stuff. Here's how I look at it, guys. Hot Wheels Mattel has quite the racket going, okay? Because when a little boy is born, he's kind of groomed to like toy cars. Before you can talk and you're a little boy, what do your parents buy you? Toy cars. So they've got a captive audience, and then there's always generations of boys being born and collectors getting into collecting. There's always new collectors, okay? So they make a killing, but now they're bringing it to the next level of, you know, nothing's really limited anymore, and the quality's gone down. And so yeah, usually I tell people to avoid the Redline Club unless it's something that you really like, or unless you're like Giuliano, who has been collecting them for years and years and years and needs to complete them. You know what I'm saying? So those are the people that I would say go ahead and do that. But if you're a new collector, somebody just wanting to dabble in it, like if it's for cars that you just like, it's okay, but that's it. Like I wouldn't get into it trying to make money, stuff like that, because I see a lot of the RLC cars just sitting at toy shows on the table. A lot of them you could barely get what you paid. So you just gotta watch, like I said. But there's one coming out, in my opinion, that's worth grabbing. So every year, when they open up the memberships, you could either get an online digital membership where you just pay the membership. When I joined, it was only $9.99. I think it's gone up though. That was a digital membership. You did not get a car. Or you could pay the little bit extra and you get the club car. It was a nice Fox body Mustang the one year. This guy, I did it. Couldn't resist. And you get the pin. A little collector pin, like basically saying you're a Redline Club member. JDM stuff, guys, I know a lot of people, old school guys, hate this stuff, okay? But it's money, and I'm going to tell you why. JDM, Honda Civics, stuff like this, these are the new muscle cars to those younger generations. The little boys that their mother are giving them Hot Wheels right now at 3-4 years old, the 16, 17, 18-year-olds just coming into the hobby, the early 20s guys coming into the hobby, these are gold to them, okay? These are like Mopars to me, to those guys, the JDM stuff, okay? And it was a coincidence, and you guys see how quick I grabbed this in the store, right? And this was the whole set. They had, oh wow, and there was no other Honda. I thought there was one other Honda, but it was a Toyota Starlet. Mazda Savannah isn't bad. They had a Ford Escort, but I think we grabbed the two best ones, the Porsche Outlaw and that. So anyway, guys, the JDM stuff's hot, okay, right now. So this car here, usually when they make a car, I love it, and then I'm like, it doesn't have mirrors, or only if it was the right color. One car I regret getting was this guy here when it came out, okay? Regret it. But this guy here is a beautiful color, and the thing is, guys, even if they make 50, 60, 70,000 of these cars, it's still collectible and it's still going to go up in value. You want to know why? Because of those collectors that are going to come into the hobby in a year or two, even 6 months, whatever. I wish I was collecting when that came out. Like me with all of the movie car stuff. That's going to happen with this car. And even though they made all kinds of them, because it's a desirable car, it's going to be a market for it. So if you guys are always on the fence about RLC cars, my opinion, if you're wanting to buy an RLC car, join the membership, whatever, this is a car that you're not going to take a loss on. Definitely, for sure. That is a Retro Collectibles lock, if you get that, because it's JDM, it's the right color, it's done right, and yeah, so even if it's not a limited edition, which I don't think it is, I think they made a ton of them, you can't walk in the store and get them, and like I said, those collectors that are going to come in the hobby in a year or two, they're crap out of luck. And even if they rerun that in a different color, or even the same color, it's not the original. So if anybody's wondering, should you get that car? Is it a dumb decision to get it? It is not a dumb decision to get it. In fact, I'm thinking about getting one. It's funny, Nate mentioned it to me the other day and I was kind of half asleep, busy, whatever. I told him I didn't think I would. And then I started looking at the car. And I said, you know what? I might just grab one of those. So let's check this out, guys. I'll show you guys big on the screen here what this thing looks like. Fast forward, guys, I'm home at the museum. Let's check this thing out. Time to go. There we go, guys. Got it on the slow turn, that way you guys could get a good look at it. Hood doesn't open, I don't think, which sucks on a car like that, but at least the door is open. Like, the hood not opening on like a work truck or something not quick, I don't care, but something like this. The daisy plate's cool. Okay guys, we're ready to go. I cannot wait to get into this and have a look. I'm already a fan of Solido stuff from my Solido Darth Vader, the RWB Porsche I got. The box is usually open nice and easily because it's thin cardboard. Good thing about these boxes too is if like let's say I were to beat this box up by mistake, you just use another Solido box because it doesn't say anything on it about Challenger, nothing like that. So you can kind of use almost any box. And I'm tired, I don't feel like getting up again, guys, to get my knife, so I'm hoping I can gently, and yes, perfect. Because I'm tired, it's been a long day. But it's a good video for you guys. I did some useful information about RLCs, and we did a little hunt, and we were successful today. Okay, getting the other seal off of this guy. It's actually on the bottom here, they use a seal like what they use to keep the doors shut. Okay, there we go. Good, nothing damaged. There. Okay, let's get into this. Glenn, are you ready? Glenn's on here watching as well.
I'm supposed to be in bed right now, but it ain't working.
Yeah, he was supposed to be sleeping, but he couldn't sleep, so he figured he would get up.
Then I gotta be back at work at 3:30.
Okay, we're gonna do this quick so you could try to get some rest. And is there oh, guys, Glenn.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's not BS, guys. So the flag, I'm wondering if it's a smaller one to put behind the sunroof or if it goes over the sunroof. Because Giuliano was like, that's kind of dumb with a sunroof. And I was like, I agree. So it's just taped to the bottom here. I'm not going to open the decal because I'm going to be selling the car most likely. Wow, it's actually a full size that you put over the sunroof. So it's not a little one, it's a big one. Wow. So that's good that they at least included this. And I hope some of you got some of those Norev General Lees coming, guys, because in 2025, a company making the car with that flag already on it, it's going to be in demand. So I love the tag that they put on it. See that? The Challenger, blah, 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 right here. I love that, guys. It's not too big. It doesn't go all the way across like Road Signature does and all that.
Yep.
Which is nice and neat. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take it off of this base. That way we could have a really good look at it. Rather than try to open everything up on there.
I think the shocks might work on there too.
Oh, maybe. We'll see. We will see. Okay. Good looking though. Okay, so just 4 screws holding it, and it doesn't have...
Remember, hold the bottom so the car doesn't fall.
Oh yeah, once I get it loose, I'm gonna be... Actually, I'll do it now just to be safe. That way I could really go quick with it. Okay. These bases I like too because they're made to keep the box sturdy. It's got like the frame around it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually, it benefited us, Glenn, getting back up because I was going to shoot the video downstairs and then I was like, I'll have to wait till the morning to do glamour shots. Oh, one of the little bracket things came out. Okay, that's okay. I heard something loose and I was like, that better not be something on the car, but it's just a little thing on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. What's that little bag? The CB antenna?
You know what? Oh, it's the little tool that comes, because he's come with a tool to open the doors, remember?
Oh, okay. Yep.
I forgot about that. Good eye. If I didn't notice that, I wouldn't have even mentioned it. But another good thing about Solidos, guys, is you know the tool kits that Highway 61 has? I believe it's Highway 61 that has it. Solido gives you a similar tool. They don't give you the little cloth to wipe it down or anything, but they give you the little tool to open the doors and the hood and that. It's got the little thing on the end. It looks like a mini crowbar almost. Like a pry bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's to open the hood, the doors.
Rather than using a screwdriver. Like the other person that we seen.
Yeah, exactly. It's plastic, so it won't wreck anything. I'll let you look at it in a sec, Glenn.
Yep.
Once I get this off. I'll hand you the base and you can look at the little thing. Okay. Okay, so it is off of the base safely. We'll get rid of this other bracket here. I'm gonna hand this to Glenn. Now, Glenn, it's got 2 screws in the bottom, so just watch they don't fall out on you. Okay. So it feels good, guys. Actually, I'm gonna put gloves on. It feels good, but it doesn't feel heavy. I can't remember. I believe they're die cast, but yeah, I believe they're die cast. Yeah, it's light. Wow, is that ever light? It's got a plastic bottom. We'll have a look. Wouldn't it be cool if that was numbered, because it's a limited release? Dodge Challenger Scat Pack Wide Body. So that's the name of the car. Dodge Challenger Scat Pack Wide Body. The wheels turn. The wheels on the Solidos usually turn really good. Trunk does not open. Wheels look good. Trunk does not open. It does have a gas cap. Now, we don't believe the hood's gonna open, and the hood sadly does not open. It is sealed, so that kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But it does, they did a good enough job that it looks like it would open.
I think it might open, but I think they bolted it because you can see across the front where it's at a different height than, and it looks like there's a big
yeah, they might have bolted.
there.
They might have sealed it shut, bolted it shut. Because this is based off just a regular Solido Challenger, so maybe they took out and just bolted it shut, whatever. Okay, so we can look into the interior of this thing. Just showing you guys everywhere. Oh, it's got the seals holding the doors shut, so we will get rid of the seals holding the doors shut. Now, what this is going to win at, guys, is because the hood doesn't open, I think it's going to take great photos. And I'm going to get better photos of this than all the stock ones online. We're going to see how this thing really looks with some retro photos. Okay. So we will start from the passenger side. I should be using the tool to open the door, but I don't want to open the tool because I'm selling the car. Oh, and the door opens. Beautiful. That's, feel that. That's auto art.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And that looks like a little bumblebee in the side of the fender in front of the door.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, like, yeah, right there, whatever. Is it? Or the SCAT pack symbol? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, these doors, guys, auto art butter. Usually I say close to auto art butter, but these are, wow. And the interior, from what I've seen in pictures and what you guys see, it's nicely done. The door is open and shut beautifully. The only thing is, like I said, and I don't care about the weight because it looks nice, but it does not feel heavy at all. And look at that. Wow. Okay, guys, you know what time it is. What's that?
Do the seats move forward and backward, or?
No.
No? Okay.
They're stationary. And it's kind of good because the Erdls, when they get old, they start flopping some of them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get a closer look at this guy. Since the hood doesn't open, it's all about the glamour shots. There's the Daisy plate. I like that. Although it should be the Confederate or the Duke plate, but being a tribute car, kind of neat though. Nod to the Dukes without licensing. But let's go check this out. You know what, guys? So far, as long as you're getting this for retail cost or close to it, I don't have any complaints about this thing whatsoever quality-wise. The hood doesn't open, it sucks, but I knew that going into it. But for what you're paying for it, it's something that's just gonna look great on your shelf, I think. The bang for the buck is definitely there, guys. And if you remove any of the HAZZARD County stuff from this car, painted it a different color, maybe black or something like that, it's just a killer car. It's it's not even a Hellcat, it's a SCAT, but it's killer. There's that Daisy plate. It's unlicensed, guys, so it's just that Daisy plate's just another little nod to the show. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. So just a nice looking car, guys. We're gonna see it all lit up in the bright lights of the LookSee set. This is under bright lights right now, but it's just the shape of it and stuff shadows stuff out. But you're gonna see it lit right up. And there's a good look at the back, guys. I'll zoom in. Sorry for shaky, but I want you guys to see everything. That plate looks actually real, which is kind of neat. Just showing you guys all the sides before we crack into it and have a look at the interior. And there's a look at it head on, and you can see that hood. Glenn said the same thing. It looks like it was originally able to be opened, but we could be wrong. But I would not be surprised if that's sealed shut and the original was able to open, but could be wrong. The interior, guys, is where I think they did a phenomenal job. My heart skipped a beat. I thought that door was broken, but it's the same as the other door. It's supposed to look like that, just an odd shape. But the interior, I think they knocked it out of the park. It looks modern. They're not using stickers for the gauges. That looks great, guys. I was always leery about getting modern cars in diecast like this, but I think they killed it. I think it looks great. Now, like I said, guys, again, I think this is a win. It's a total pass. For what you pay for it, I'm going to give it about probably 7.5 out of 10. It would be higher if it had an opening hood, stuff like that. But I like it. I think that if you took the HAZZARD stuff away from it, it's a nice car. But the thing is, you got to watch what you're paying for it, because it's nice for what you pay for it retail. It's not $250 nice. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I was just telling Glenn, I like what they do with the front wheels too, because they make them so that they're not loose. They're like adjustable, you know what I'm saying? They're not flimsy or anything. Like my Porsche, it's the same thing. Feels like you're adjusting them. Oh, I think we need to see this under the bright lights, guys. What do you think? I think so. I think it's calling us. Retro Collectibles Glamour Shots. Guys, I haven't even had a shower yet. You can tell by my friggin' dirty face, because I can't wait to get into this. And now I cannot wait for these glamour shots. I think this car is going to look awesome in pictures. I just do. Seeing pictures of it online, I put up some stock photos up on my Facebook just showing people, but it's not the same as the Retro Collectibles glamour shots. You guys know that. Nothing matches those. So, I think it's time for court for this guy. We've been waiting for so long. And don't forget, NORAD tomorrow. It would have been cool if they all arrived in the same day, but they didn't. That's okay, Norev. We'll put up with 5 days from France. 5 days, guys. That's all it's taking from DHL. We ordered them. Well, mine is taking a little bit extra because I had a mistake on my order. They added those Aston Martin James Bond cars by accident. But if you ordered them Friday, a lot of people are getting them Wednesday. Dave was supposed to get his today. For some reason, his did not come today. I don't know why. Okay, enough of me babbling, guys. It's time. It's glamour shot time. Let's go, guys. It's time for this guy to go in front of Judge Retro and see if it's a keeper. Or if Retro got ripped right off and he's just going to smash it on the ground in front of you guys. Let's have at it. In my opinion, well worth it. Anybody that ordered the 2023 Dodge Challenger SCAT Pack HAZZARD Tribute from Solido, well worth it. The hood doesn't open, that sucks, but everything else on the car looks awesome. I love the way they did the front wheels, how they steer, how they feel. The doors are like auto art doors, guys. Quality. I'm just a fan of this thing. To be clear, I'm not selling it because I don't like it. Look at how that sits. Oh, guys. You know what that is? Boom! Wow, guys, I turned the bright lights off just so you could see how dark it looks even under the lights up here. But these lights are turned off, but we lit it right up with the glamour shots with the big lights. So before we go, guys, again, that is the Solido 1/18 scale HAZZARD County Tribute Challenger. I believe it's a 2023 SCAT Pack is the car that it is. Now, I don't know if they're still available. They were pre-order. A bunch of us had to pay for them a while back, and now they're just starting to come in. For a while, I was wondering if it was a real car, guys, because there was no photos online of any of them except for stock photos. But they literally were not made. I think the company took a bunch of orders, then started making them, you know what I mean? Because the only pictures we could find online was stock photos. And then in the last few days, we finally started seeing real photos of people that got them. Unfortunately, I'm not the first guy to crack into this, so some guys already did it on YouTube, but I'm Retro Collectibles with the glamour shots, don't forget. One last thing before I say goodnight, let you guys go. I hope you didn't hear that. If you did, excuse me. Anyway, guys, you remember the other night I went to McDonald's and that weirdo was taking forever to make my burger? Well, I put in a complaint, and I guess several people put in a complaint. and I think he was terminated because I went to Tim Hortons to grab stuff. The Tim Hortons that's also in the same Wally that McDonald's was in. Guess who I ran into? Check this out. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to make it as entertaining as I could. We talked about RLC cars. We went on a little hunt. And that was all while we were waiting to uncrack this sumbitch. Not uncrack, crack! Anyway guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry there was a little gap between unboxing videos. Trying to get my car done, stuff like that. We were waiting for these guys to come in. Don't forget, Stretch still has another car or cars that I have to go get to unbox. We have to take back his Camaro still. And he actually has a very interesting one that he says weighs like it's deceivingly heavy. This one here. So I'm looking forward to getting into that guy. So yeah, we got more unboxings coming, guys. The Norevs are coming tomorrow, so I'm going to be having that mail day with you guys, and we're going to unbox one of those as if it is a big one. Glamour shots and all, that way you guys can see that you're getting your money's worth or if it's a pile of crap. But in 2025, guys, somebody releasing a General Lee, even if it's not licensed Dukes of Hazzard, with that flag on it and you don't have to put it on as a decal, that's money. You guys know that. That's going to be, well, it's sold out super quick. The rest of them are still available, by the way, but the General Lees, nah. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Retro is going to go have some bagels and Pepsi and relax now. Do Retro a favor and give the like button a tickle for me. While you're at it, you better hit that bell notification for Retro. Make sure you're getting the most recent videos. And that way you could step outside with me and have a chooch with my vape. And as always, guys, you know what I'm going to say, the most important thing. Stay safe and happy hunting.